Hi.
I we still haven't changed our clothes. It's been 5 days.
We decided we thought we could probably squeeze out maybe one or two more. So we'll see how it goes.
Having too much fun.
It is. I'm really
Wonderful.
loving this. Thank you,
I'm
sis.
loving it too. So lesson 33, there is another way of looking at the world. Today's idea is an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both its outer and inner aspects. A full 5 minutes should be devoted to the morning and evening applications.
5 minutes. I don't know. That's asking a lot.
Well, there is another way of looking at the world. Can you sit there for 5 minutes?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I can donate 10 minutes to Jesus. Yes. And Holy
Okay,
Spirit. Yes, I
right.
can.
Morning and evening,
Mm.
right? Okay. There is another way of looking at the world. And basically what he's asking us is open our mind, yes, but open our heart. Because this is really not just an intellectual pursuit. This is a heartfelt desire.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, it is.
we have to spend a few seconds or minutes to get into that heart space of the desire, because when we really, really join in that heart space of desire, that there is another way of looking at the world, all of a sudden we hit a peak, a ping, I would call it, right? Like a radiant ping where we feel it and we're in alignment with God's will.
Yes.
As, the holy self we are. And it only takes a second because Holy Spirit works outside of time, in the holy instant. So if we can just join in that desire in our heart, then this lesson will collapse so many years of effort. Yeah. So there is another way of looking at the world. That's why we need to spend 2 full 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And we're basically looking and asking to see the purpose of the universe, to have meaning restored to our minds. So, how dedicated are we to this? Yeah. I just laugh because 5 minutes is nothing. So go ahead.
In these practice periods, the idea should be repeated as often as you find comfortable, though unhurried applications are essential. Alternate between surveying your outer and inner perceptions, but without an abrupt sense of shifting. Yeah, it might take some practice, but it does work. Merely glance casually around the world you perceive as outside yourself, and then close your eyes and survey your inner thoughts with equal casualness, right? Try to remain equally uninvolved in both. He's talking about, getting to a place of detachment as we're looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to maintain this detachment as you repeat the idea throughout the day. The shorter exercise period should be as frequent as possible. Specific applications of today's idea should also be made immediately when any situation arises which tempts you to become disturbed, when you lose your peace.
Yeah.
For these applications say this: there is another way of looking at this. Remember to apply today's idea the instant you are aware of distress. It may be necessary to take a minute or so to sit quietly and repeat the idea to yourself several times. Closing your eyes will probably help in this form of application. He's also including the inner stuff that's happening, the inner turmoil, feelings of unworthiness, feelings of guilt, feelings of anger, whatever. Right?
Yeah. And again, he's really urging us not to make a distinction between inner thoughts and what we see outside of ourself that causes us to go into distress or a contraction. So what we're seeing out there and what we're seeing in our inner awareness are one and the same. There is no difference. So to kind of weave and just to say, you know, I've invented this, there's another way of looking at this, right? Yeah, it just wants us to recognize it's all one. It's all one.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Mm.
Gratitude. That's all I'm hearing.
That's huge. Gratitude.
Gratitude that there is another way of looking at the world, and having gratitude for that will open the way for you to see it in another way. I have found. Yeah.
Thank you, because gratitude reverses the way we are thinking.
That's
the cause.
Right. Yes, because you can't be fearful and in gratitude at the same time. So if something's causing you distress, to be grateful that there's another way to see this and desire to see that. Wow, that's, yeah, wonderful. There is another way of looking at the world. Thank God. Lesson 33.
Thank you. Very, very helpful.
Yeah, thanks, sis. Bye.
Bye.